What is good, YouTube? Welcome back to a brand new video. We're back with another off-season realistic rebuild. As today we're going to be doing the Philadelphia Eagles here, whereas we really haven't even done an Eagles rebuild in Madden at all, so I'm excited to actually do the Eagles today. So we did not get to them in the fantasy style series, unfortunately, so here we are today in the realistic style. Before we get into today's video though, guys, if you could leave a like and of course subscribe to the YouTube channel if you've not already, always greatly appreciate it. It helps grow the channel, and it's very, like I said, it helps out a lot, so appreciate you doing it. But the Philadelphia Eagles, of course, did end up making the playoffs, and a lot of people kind of were saying the Eagles were a little bit of a fluke in a way because they really didn't beat that good of teams this year. Their schedule was, I guess, a little easier or whatever, but I mean, they made the playoffs, so gotta give credit where it's due. And they did get eliminated in the first round of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, which we probably all expected. But Philadelphia probably has a little bit of a bright future ahead of them with all these first round picks coming up in the draft and a lot more things just like that. So Philadelphia is in good hands no matter what. But looking at the guys we need to resign, because that's where we're going to be starting with, obviously. I'm not seeing a ton of guys. I think I do want to resign Jason Kelce. He's been a long time Eagle, so I'm definitely going to try to keep him around. Doesn't look like he's going to be costing us too much money either. Anthony Harris, Roddy McLeod, Steven Nelson, so Boston Scott. So there's actually definitely some guys here that I definitely want to keep around. So let's go first and foremost, start with Jason Kelce. So I'm just going to offer Jason Kelce probably a 2-year extension. I mean, he's 34, so offensive linemen get technically played to the like 40. So I'm going to give him a 2-year deal, and boom, he's back. So Jason Kelce to be our center still. Anthony Harris as our strong safety. He's relatively cheap, so we can go ahead and offer it to him as well. But he says he would like to play for a new team next year. I don't think franchise tagging Anthony Harris is all that much worth it, so I probably won't worry about it then. And then you got Derek Barnett, Steven Nelson. So I'm going to go ahead and offer Boston Scott a contract. I think he's done great things for Philadelphia, but he says free agency will be better for him in the long run. Okay, so we only get Jason Kelce back, which losing all these guys here is not the end of the world. We have a little bit of cap space to upgrade, and like I mentioned, the Philadelphia Eagles have 3 first-round picks in this upcoming draft because of that 49ers trade, I believe, where the 49ers traded up for what's the man's name now? I can't even think. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is a player props website that allows you bet overs or unders on players, and all you're doing is going up against numbers. Let me show you how it works. So during the Christmas holidays season, while I was taking a little bit of a break, I decided, to play some Prize Picks like I usually do, and I had some pretty good success. Thursday, December 23rd, bet the over on Deebo Samuel's 40.5 receiving yards. Absolutely crushed that number. It was so low. And Ryan Tannehill squeezed by with over 3 completions for 19 pass completions. Got myself a huge win there. And then on Christmas Day, the Knicks and the Hawks, I decided to obviously take Prize Picks promo that they were doing, having Julius Randle listed at 0.5 points. And then John Collins barely squeezed by with 20 over 19.5. But hey, that's still a win. Almost still counts. And then also on Christmas Day, LeBron James also was listed as a promo, only over half a point, and of course he crushed it with 39. And I went over on Kyler Murray's rushing yards because I thought it was super low, and he decided to obviously get 69. If you would like to join in on this fun, the link's in the description. Use promo code Crushables when you sign up. I don't know why I can't think of it. Trey Lance. I'm like, why can't I think of the quarterback that 49ers traded up for? Trey Lance. That's who it was. Okay. So let's go to stage 1, start free agency, and let's see what we can get to here in free agency and try to upgrade this team. I do want to look at this lineup. Now, I think Philadelphia's offseason will be interesting. There's been a lot of talk this season on the pregame shows and just talks in general about Jalen Hurts, whether Jalen Hurts is a long-term quarterback for this team, whether the Eagles should pursue a different quarterback. I mean, I don't think so. Jalen Hurts is 24 years old. Obviously, he's very mobile, which is really good in today's league. And I feel like it's just getting started. So Philadelphia could obviously go the route of trading for a quarterback with all these picks they have. They were rumored for Deshaun Watson before the season started. They could go for Russell Wilson, or they could do anything they really wanted to. But I do think that Jalen Hurts is solid. If you want to roll with him, I would understand. So if you look at the defensive line, the defensive line is actually really solid. You got Brandon Graham, Hargrave, Fletcher Cox, Josh Sweat, Darius Slay, Avonte Maddox, and then linebacker core is a little underwhelming. We have a middle linebacker, 26 years old, so maybe we should be focusing on the outside linebackers. And then the safeties are pretty bad as well. So that's pretty much where we're going to be putting a lot of our focus in. And I know Philadelphia very much wants another wide receiver. There are plenty of rumors for wide receivers. I know Philadelphia does not like Jalen Reagor. I definitely know that. He was kind of selling during the wild card game and was muffing some punts and stuff like that. And I know Philadelphia fans were not happy with him. So I will be trying to get another wide receiver here as well. So let's go ahead and go into our offseason with $43 million in cap space and Tyrann Mathieu in free agency. So that would be kind of a crazy signing of Philadelphia. We could pull that off, but we'll see. We don't need offensive linemen. We do need safeties, though. So I see Mathieu. I mean, imagine if we were to pull off Marcus Williams and Tyrann Mathieu. That'd be kind of crazy. But at least getting one of them is going to be in my interest. Even Odell Beckham, I guess, could be interesting. But, you know, former Giant. You could bring him back to the NFC East. But I'm not sure. Michael Gallup would also be another interesting one. You could steal Michael Gallup from Dallas, bring him over to Philadelphia like you did to Marco Murray back in the day. But maybe it'd actually work out this time. Justin Reed's a free agent. So there's definitely some guys we can go for. We don't need offensive linemen. We need outside linebackers. And I don't think there's usually a ton of outside linebackers in this free agency class, which is a little unfortunate because we could use one. But I don't really see one at all. We don't need offensive linemen for once, which is good. I don't have to worry about it. But I definitely want to get a wide receiver here. Let's just see what we can do as far as outside linebackers. We have Keanu Neal, Justin Houston. Yeah, so Aziz, not a ton of options. Keanu Neal would be solid, I guess. Leighton Vander Esch. We don't need a middle linebacker necessarily. Quan Alexander, Lorenzo Carter, Jason Pierre-Paul. So yeah, the linebackers are a little underwhelming, not gonna lie. So I'm not gonna focus on the linebackers too much. I'm actually gonna focus on the safeties. So I do want to pull off either Justin Reed, Tyrann Mathieu, or if I could get Marcus Williams as well. So let's see which one's the most. I mean, I'm gonna assume Mathieu would be the most expensive. $12 million cap hit. I'm gonna try to go for one of the more realistic ones and probably like Marcus Williams or Justin Reed even. Let's try to go for Justin Reed and bring him in to be our free safety because we do need a safety. So we're gonna offer Justin Reed a contract. We're gonna be his #1 offer, which is good. I do kind of like the idea of bringing in Michael Gallup. I know someone was telling me yesterday that Philadelphia should explore trying to bring in maybe Calvin Ridley, but I do like maybe not trading those picks and just drafting a bunch of young guys just to add more young talent to the roster. But think about this. You're killing two birds with one stone. You're getting Michael Gallup, who's a really good wide receiver, and you're also stealing him from Dallas. As a Philadelphia fan, you would love that. So I think this would be a nice signing. If you wanted to bring in Michael Gallup, I really do think he'd be a nice wide receiver to have. It would be obviously, like I said, it would be a huge FU to Dallas. So you'd love to bring in. I know Philadelphia fans would love that. So we're not quite close to. I don't know if you'd want to offer Michael Gallup this much money, though. Not really sure what his market's going to be, especially after being injured. But we're still not to his #1 offer. So I'm not really sure if I want to offer more money to Michael Gallup. So maybe we do trade for a wide receiver. Because I'm not trying to, like, overpay the hell out of the guy. But at the same time, I do want to use all my picks. I don't really want to trade for a wide receiver. So, you know what? I'm going to just increase it a little bit more. And that's going to give us a #1 offer. If we do not get him, my feelings will not be hurt. But first free agency wave is going to be through Michael Gallup and Justin Reed. And then I am going to go ahead and offer, I think, Keanu Neal or even Quan Alexander a contract. Because we do need outside linebacker help. So, Keanu Neal, I'm going to offer a cheap contract to. It was a zero. What? It said 0 total points. Scheme fit. He's our scheme fit as well. Let's offer it again. Okay, it did. I think it glitched. So, okay. And do we want Quan Alexander maybe as well? No, maybe we target linebacker in the draft. Or did we offer Quan Alexander? Wait, am I tripping? Oh, wait, I offered Quan in. Okay, you know what? I don't think I want both of them, though, to be honest with you. I'm not going to lie. I don't think I want both of them. So I'm actually going to go ahead and get rid of one of my offers. I don't want both of them. I'm going to go ahead and take Keanu Neal, I guess, because he's 1 year younger. So I'm going to withdraw offering Quan Alexander. And let's see if we get one of these 3 guys here, or all 3 of them. That'd be great. So let's go ahead and submit to next week. And let's see if we get another weapon for Jalen Hurts, or if we also get a wide receiver. They all 3 accepted. So Jalen Hurts gets another weapon from Dallas, and got Keanu Neal, got Justin Reed. So we got a free safety, we got a wide receiver. Feeling pretty good about myself now. So just like that, we brought in another weapon. Michael Gallup, Devontae Smith. That sounds like a really nice wide receiver duo. Offensive line, Dallas Goedert, as you guys know, has turned into a really good tight end. Jalen Hurts loves to target him. Miles Sanders, Kenneth Gainwell. I do want Boston Scott back as well. Quez Watkins. Jalen Reagor is still here. I know I should probably cut him. That would probably make you happy, but I'll probably just leave him for now. And then we still need a strong safety. But other than that, I feel pretty good about what we were able to accomplish. So another outside linebacker, another strong safety. Let's go ahead and see if there is anything else we can maybe tackle in free agency with our $14 million left remaining. The Devontae, obviously, Younghoe Koo. We could get another corner, maybe, an AJ Boye or something like that. Jacoby Myers, Chris Harris Jr. Anthony Harris is back. Yeah, we could go ahead and get Anthony Harris, technically. You know what? Sure, why not? We can go ahead and offer Anthony Harris a contract. We tried to get him earlier, so he can come back and be our strong safety. That would be fine with me. And then, last but not least, I think I do want to offer another corner a contract. So Kyle Fuller, I'm going to go ahead and offer Kyle Fuller a contract as well. So Kyle Fuller and Anthony Harris, bring those two guys in to strengthen your defense just a little bit more. And of course, like I said, you're going into this draft with 3 first-round picks to add even more talent to the roster. So I really like this. I really do. I think we're in a good position. So Anthony Harris, Kyle Fuller, love that. And then, boom, just like that, now you're going to be building around Jalen Hurts. Unless if Philadelphia decides to go the route of trading for a quarterback, which I think they should try to roll with Jalen Hurts, to be honest. But I could see some Philly fans saying, nah, give me Deshaun Watson and Russell Wilson. But, I mean, I think this team, if you just use your picks and maybe strike in the draft, I think you have a good thing going for you. So just like that, we have 3 solid corners now. Anthony Harris, Justin Reed was a nice addition. Keanu O'Neal was solid. We still got a really good defensive line, Frederick Cox, Jaden Hargrave, Josh Sweat. And then offensively, like I said, the offensive line is still fantastic. Miles Sanders is going to be a good running back if you start, run the ball a little bit more. And Gallup was a great addition as well. So I'm very, very happy with it. Now we're going to be going into the draft with our 3 first-round picks, looking to add more talent to the roster. So I think we're in a good position. I gotta make sure these picks are in the right order for I think Philadelphia is 15, 16, and 19. I just did my research on that. So I'm gonna give myself 15, 16, and 19, and we're going to go ahead and jump into the draft and try to add more talent to this roster to strengthen this Philadelphia Eagles team. All right, here we are on NFL Draft Night with our 3 first-round picks. So we're going to try to, like I said, make good selections here, add talent that can immediately help this Philadelphia defense, offense, whatever we decide to do, and obviously make this team a good team in the near future. So let's just go ahead and submit to our 15th pick in the draft. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to get something good here. So let's go ahead and make our selection here at pick number 15. We also have 16 as well. So we have a left end. We have a quarterback, which we're not going to be taking. We have Charles Cross. We have Malik Willis, obviously George here. Kenyon Green, Rasheed Walker, Isaiah Spiller, Chris Olave. Okay, so there's actually quite a bit decent. Okay, we have a center we could go for, a safety, an edge rusher, which we could use an edge rusher with Devontae Graham almost being something that might need to be replaced eventually. So I kind of like the idea of going for George here. So A, block shedding, D, finesse moves, but he has B, A, pursuit, C, impact block. I'm going to go ahead and draft George with our 15th pick, and then we're going to go ahead and look at our 16th pick. That's going to be an edge rusher to, get on the defense. And then let's go to our 16th pick, and we might need to take a replacement center and maybe Tyler Linderbaum, because Jason Kelce won't last forever. So that could be our 16th pick, which wouldn't be bad as well. Aiden Hutchinson, I don't think would fall this low, but if he was there, you'd probably take him. So we could take, okay, so I think the idea I want to go for is maybe we take Aiden Hutchinson, maybe we take Tyler Linderbaum as well. There's a corner we could take, Amon Gardner. Okay, there's a lot of things you could go here. We could also draft another wide receiver if you wanted to. But I did like the addition of Michael Gallup. So what do we want to do here? I think I want to take Aiden Hutchinson. Again, this draft class is really outdated. A, awareness, B, player recognition, B, hit power. I'm going to take Aiden Hutchinson here with our 16th pick. Not going to fall this low, I don't think, in a real life draft. And then we're going to go to our 19th pick in the draft. And let's see if we can grab a number 19. So far, we've gotten 2 hidden development players. Hopefully we can keep going with that. I'm not going to draft a left tackle. Is Tyler Linderbaum still here? He is. So do we take the center or do we take a corner? We did draft Kyle Fuller, D catching. I think I'm going to take Tyler Linderbaum here because he is going to be the replacement of the near future. But, I mean, at the same time, do you want to take... I mean, we have Jason Kelce under contract, so maybe a corner would make sense a little bit more. Maybe even a safety. I don't know. There's a lot of, there's a lot of things we could do here. Jordan Davis, but I think I'm going to go ahead and take Tyler Linderbaum here with our 19th pick, and that would also probably make Obviously, Jason. I keep wanting to say Travis Kelce, but Jason Kelce a little bit more expendable if you wanted to explore trading him away. But now we should be, I think we have a second round pick as well. So we're going to be obviously continuing here. So far in the draft, I think we've made some pretty good selections. So let's go ahead and see what we can get in the second round. So at number pick 26, we have Kenyon Green, Drake London. We have an outside linebacker. So we did need to draft an outside linebacker in this draft. That's going to be pretty important. Haskell Garrett. So there's really a lot we could do here, but I have Owen here as well. Obviously, is one of the best linebackers still on the board. Adam Anderson, Nolan Smith, Moen Robinson. Okay, middle linebacker Brandon Smith, and then also Owen, Brendan Cox. I think I'm gonna go ahead and draft Adam Anderson here. Round 2-3 projection out of Georgia. C tackle. We need an outside linebacker, A injury, D impact block, C tackle. He's not that great, but he is a hidden development outside linebacker. We needed to take another linebacker, so I think so far so good. We needed a linebacker, so I'm pretty happy with that. Adam Anderson in the second round, and we also have our third round pick, so still going to be able to add even more young talent to the roster. All right, what do we want to do here? Do we want to draft a wide receiver? We want to go Nolan Smith. What else do we got? Corner, Demario Overshone, a quarterback, Brock Purdy. Wow, we scouted this quarterback quite a bit. He's got A, throw accuracy mid, A, throw accuracy short, B, throw under pressure. Brock Purdy, I've never even heard of this guy. Is this guy solid? B, break sack. He actually doesn't look too bad in Madden, but I don't know, man. Should we be drafting a quarterback? I really do believe in Jalen Hurts, though. And we have Gardner Minshew, so I'm not going to draft a quarterback as much as we scouted him. He actually doesn't look too bad, though. I kind of want to draft maybe another weapon on offense, maybe another wide receiver, maybe a tight end. Who knows? Maybe just go for edge rushing again, just continue to add pass rushing. That's not going to be or we could draft a corner. Okay, what do we want to do here? We need to make a decision. Nolan Smith, a corner, and Avery Young. Let's see what he looks like. B catching, D zone coverage. And then we don't really know his man coverage. Okay, I need to make a decision. We're about to run out of time. Maybe we take a strong safety in Damani Richardson here. A hit power, D zone coverage. So this man is just going to be a strong hitter. I don't have much time. I'm going to go ahead and take the strong safety here. Probably my first L, but it's all good. Boom. Just like that, we get ourselves a third round selection in Damani Richardson, a strong safety. And we'll go ahead and see what our selections are here in the fourth round. So round 4, pick number 26. If that quarterback's still on the board, I might take him just for the hell of it. Let's see if he's still here. I don't know if he would be. He may not be here anymore. We have completion rating on this guy as well. So we were definitely scouting quarterbacks. B, throw under pressure. D, Eric King. B, A, carrying. A, play action. A, spin move. B, throw under pressure. Okay, pretty solid, but again, I don't really want to draft a quarterback. So I wouldn't mind drafting a corner, though, which would be solid. Ben Brown, another wide receiver. But I'm going to draft a corner and Jalen Green, I think, in round number 4. C, press. I know this guy isn't that good. I've drafted him before. I know he's going to be a normal development, but you know what? Honestly, I think we came in with 4 hen development players, so I feel pretty good about that draft for the most part. We definitely got some depth. There will be some guys that may not be playing right away, but for the most part, we actually had a lot of solid players fill in a lot of gaps already as it is. We kind of had a nice starting roster, but these young guys can come in and maybe make an impact. So I'm going to definitely be taking a look at what our lineup's going to be looking like week 1. So Jalen Hurts definitely is going to have some offensive weapons around him. His offensive line is going to be good, especially when Tyler Lindbaum eventually takes over. And Jason Kelce event, again, does become a little bit more expendable if you did want to trade him away. If you wanted to keep with, maybe go with Tyler Lindbaum, however you say his damn name. Okay, so looking at the lineup, it's going to look like this. So Jason Kelce, Landon Dickerson, you got Brandon Brooks, Lane Johnson, Dallas Goedert, of course. I like to call him Dallas Gogurt, but haven't said that all video. Just wanted to say it there. Michael Gallup, Quez Watkins, JJ Arcega-Whiteside, Jalen Reagor, your guys' favorite wide receiver, Gardner Minshew. So the offense looks good. And let's take a look at the defensive side of the ball. So we have Aiden Hutchinson, absolute game wrecker. And then we have, like I said, there's just so much depth here at the defense now. Aiden Hutchinson and George here are going to cause havoc eventually. So again, young talent you could eventually rotate in there, or you know what, we could throw George maybe at the left out. Nah, I'm gonna throw Adam Anderson at the right outside linebacker. He is listed as a left outside, so I'm gonna throw him in there right away. We might as well throw him in there. He's gonna develop like crazy, and hopefully the defense just continues to improve. There's a lot of veterans here, but like I said, with all that young players we just brought in, Fletcher Cox will eventually have Aiden Hutchinson take over. Jason Kelsey will eventually have Tyler Linderbaum take over, and then of course you have George here who could eventually take over for Brandon Graham. So I think it was a really solid draft. I feel pretty good about what we were able to come out with. So we're gonna go ahead and simulate this season. Hopefully this Philadelphia Eagles team finds a way to make the playoffs. I imagine we can. We have a pretty solid team. Hopefully Jalen Hurts is able to lead us where we deserve to be. The season is going to come to kind of a disappointing end. 8-9 on the season, did not make the playoffs, so I'm a little disappointed. Would have loved to have seen this team actually get into the postseason, but we did not, unfortunately. So 31-28 in Week 18, we beat the Los Angeles Rams, but unfortunately for us, we did not get into the playoffs. So Jalen Hurts, we're going to see how he did. He's up to a 79 overall. Miles Sanders, Michael Gallup. I mean, I thought we put together a pretty solid roster. Like I said, the depth in the near future for this team is going to be great. Defensively, if you take a look, obviously, you know, you could continue to add more talent there. But you have Aiden Hutchinson, a lot of guys here that are going to eventually be able to step up. Going to be looking at strong safeties in free agency or whatever. So, I mean, for the most part, I thought we did a decent overall job in this video. I'm a little disappointed we didn't get to the postseason. That way I could get some gameplay in this video. But taking a look at the player stats, we had Jalen Hurts actually had a really good year. 4,800 yards, 36 touchdowns, 13 interceptions, 69% completion rating. I'm interested to see what his rushing looked like as well. Miles Sanders, 1,000 yards on the season, 17 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts, 330 yards. I'm assuming the problem with this year was our defense. Receiving wise, Michael Gallup was a great signing, ended up being really good. Now you have Devontae Smith and Michael Gallup next to each other, which is just very solid. Quez Watkins even had a good year with 1,000 yards. Dallas Goedert, 7 touchdowns. We also had Quez Watkins 9, 6, and 9. So very solid year. And Jalen Reagor had no yards, so you guys don't have to worry about Jalen Reagor playing. So defensively, if we take a look at the sacks, I'm sure we had 10.5 from Fletcher Cox, 9.5 from Javon Hargrave, Josh Sweat 3.5, Brandon Graham, TJ Edwards, Kevon Wallace, Drew Sears, Keanu Neal was 0. And interceptions, we had 3 from TJ Edwards, 3 from Keanu Neal, 2 from Avonte Maddox, 2 from Darius Slay, which I don't even think I've talked about Darius Slay very much in this video. TJ Edwards, Anthony Harris, Keanu Neal, and then a lot of deflections there. And did we get a touchdown, defensive touchdown? We did not, and no safeties. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look. We were 8th in offense, so we were a really good offense, but the problem is our defense was 26th in the NFL, which is probably why we didn't end up making the playoffs. So let's go ahead and take a look at who's going to win the damn Super Bowl. So let's go to send to the Super Bowl, see who makes it all the way there. That way we can kind of see who is the dominant team right now. So we got Cincinnati and Dallas. Okay, let's see who wins that Super Bowl, as we're going to be having the Cincinnati Bengals beat the Dallas Cowboys in the Super Bowl. We ended up as an 82 overall. We had an 88 overall offense. For the most part, I thought we did a solid job today, like I said. Bring in Michael Gallup, just draft young players. Jalen Hurts is a star development now, which is great. So I think Philadelphia should roll forward with Jalen Hurts. I really do. And then continue and build off what you just were able to accomplish. Just add more talent with those first round picks you have. Philadelphia's future is going to be very bright. So thank you guys for watching. You can leave a like if you did enjoy. Hopefully next time we do an Eagles rebuild, we can actually make the playoffs. For now, this is Crushables 2. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.